Good morning to all my favorite boys and girls. How are you today? I wish that I could sit down with you and talk about all of the things that we have been learning in English class. We have had a wonderful time learning about famous artists. It is so exciting to discover that these artists are not only painters, but they did so many other different jobs. Don't you wish that when you grow up, you could also be a painter, a sculptor, a mathematician, an inventor, a scientist, a doctor, a ballerina, a superhero, or even a unicorn? You can be anything that you can think of.
This is Henri Matisse painting with scissors.
Last Tuesday, we learned that Henri Matisse was a French artist who became very famous because of his use of colors and for having lots of original ideas. He loved colors, beauty, and painting, and was one of the leaders of modern art. He wasn't just a painter, he was also a sculptor. Now let's take a look at some of his sculptures.
The word on the street. What's the word on the street?
Sculpture.
What is a sculpture?
It's a type of art. It's a piece of art that you shape.
It could be made out of metal or rock.
How would you make it into a sculpture?
Carve it.
Build a sculpture with a hammer and nails.
You can put it together into anything you want.
Keep listening for the word sculpture today on Sesame Street.
Sculpture.
That's the word on the street.
Hi, I'm John, and this is... I said, I'm John, and this is... Elmo, you're supposed to tell everyone who you are.
I'm sorry, Mr. John. Elmo can't talk right now. Elmo's busy making a sculpture.
Oh, well, that's perfect, Elmo, because today's word is sculpture.
All right, sculpture. Oh, tell everyone what a sculpture is, Mr. John.
Okay, I can do that. A sculpture is a piece of art that's made by shaping or carving something, or by putting things together. As you can see, Elmo is carving his sculpture with a hammer and chisel. Elmo, why don't you show everyone your sculpture?
Elmo's not done right now. Maybe Mr. John can show some other sculpture while Elmo finishes.
Other sculptures. Right, I'll go find some other sculptures. Okay, I got one. This sculpture is made out of something totally different. This sculpture is made out of pieces of metal. Very, very heavy metal. Can we please show your sculpture now, Elmo, please, before I get a hernia?
No.
No. No. Whoa, whoa.
There. Now Elmo can show his sculpture.
Oh, thank goodness. Thank goodness, Elmo. Let's see your sculpture. Wow. That is one beautiful sculpture.
Thank you.
Oh! And very lifelike. Sculpture!
Whop! One. Ooh. Ha! Yes! One. No, 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 no. Schla. Ha! Ding, boop, ha! One. No, no. Spell! Ha! 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 Pluck! Ha! One. That. That. No, 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 no. Oh. Ha! Go! Schla! 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 Oh, yes, 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 yes. Oh. Hey,
We discovered that a sculpture is an art in 3D or 3-dimension. They are made by carving, modeling, or placing materials together. They can be made of wood, stone, clay, or any other materials that the artist wants to use.
What is a sculpture?
Sculpture is an art piece. A piece of art that you make by shaping or carving or by putting things together.
As 3-dimensional objects.
When you go to the museum and you see a big, tall body standing still like this, that's
Like
a
that?
sculpture.
You can use anything to make a sculpture. You can use clay, cardboard.
Stone or marble or copper.
A block? A sculpture that's made of ice. Sometimes you can make a sand sculpture. You can make a sculpture of a building.
Yeah.
But you can't live in it.
I've even made sculpture out of cake.
Sculpture. That's the word on the street.
Here are some of the world's famous sculptures.
Now that we've seen some of Matisse's sculptures, and we know what a sculpture is, and have seen other examples of famous sculptures, we are now ready to become sculptors ourselves. We are going to make one of Matisse's famous sculptures called The Dance. Are you ready? Then let's begin.
It's art time!
We are going to make a sculpture by Matisse called The Dance. You are going to use the following materials: a cardstock, any color will do, 2 colored paper, Japanese paper, or you can also use a newspaper or any paper that is very, very thin, and some acrylic paint. Now let's begin. Now it's time to stick the paper dolls together. Get your Japanese paper and cut them into little squares. Crumple your Japanese paper into little balls, just like this. Now we have all of our crumpled paper balls ready. I also use some of the blue and orange paper that I've cut out after making the paper dolls. We are now ready to stick them to the paper dolls. Apply glue onto the paper doll. Then stick the crumpled paper balls.
I do it.
Now that we have all of the crumpled paper balls stuck to the paper dolls, it's time to paint them. Using some acrylic paint, you can make them as colorful as you want. Now we're all done painting our paper dolls. It's time to make them dance. It's time to stick them on a cardstock. Fold your cardstock in half and cut across. I really loved learning about Matisse with you, making a collage, and creating a sculpture. You guys are very, very talented. When I see you next week, we are going to talk about another famous artist, and we are going to have so much fun like always. I'll see you next time. Bye for now.